From strangers to confidants. The secret story of my night in Paris. At the top of the Eiffel Tower, under the dim moonlight, I found myself in a magical destination. I am Sophia, a tourist from Spain, and I was marveling at the Parisian landscape when my eyes met those of Marco, an Italian traveler. The air was charged with a special energy, and without saying a word, we knew we shared an instant connection. Marco slowly approached, his charming smile illuminated by the city lights. "First time in Paris?" he asked softly. I nodded, feeling my heart beat faster. "It's a magical city," he continued, "but it's even more magical when you share it." We decided to explore together, our steps synchronizing as we strolled through the most special corners of the tower. Laughter and knowing glances were witness to a bond that grew with each moment. Soon, words were unnecessary, and the silence between us became comfortable, full of unspoken promises. We stepped off the Eiffel Tower and walked down the Champs-Élysées, the avenue lit and vibrant around us. The lights of the city reflected in his eyes, intensifying the connection we felt. Our hands brushed as we walked, sending out small jolts of electricity that made our hearts beat even faster. The Seine called to us, its calm waters reflecting the full moon. Walking across the historic bridges, we stopped at one of the more secluded ones, where the lights were softer and the night more intimate. Marco took my hand, his touch warm and firm. He slowly pulled me closer, our bodies brushing. I felt a wave of emotion run through my skin as our lips met in a soft kiss, full of affection. The stars seemed to shine brighter as our kisses grew deeper. Marco held me, his strong body shielding me from the nighttime cold. His hands ran gently down my back, awakening sensations of warmth. Each caress was a reminder of the magic of that shared moment. We continued our walk, whispering secrets and dreams to each other, walking aimlessly, just enjoying each other's company. We entered a quiet, charming neighborhood, with cobblestone streets and historic buildings that told stories of centuries past. The night seemed to envelop us in a blanket of intimacy, and each step brought us closer to each other. We found a small cafe open, and Marco suggested going inside to warm up with a drink. Inside, the atmosphere was cozy, with soft music and dim lighting creating a romantic atmosphere. We sat at a table by the window, watching the world outside as we shared a cup of hot chocolate. Marco's hands gently caressed mine, and our eyes couldn't take their eyes off each other. Time seemed to stand still, and in that corner of Paris, we felt like we were the only two beings in the world. The conversation flowed naturally, and each word seemed to strengthen the bond that was forming between us. We talked about our lives, our dreams, and the reasons that had brought us to Paris. Marco confessed that he had come to seek inspiration for his art, while I revealed that I was there to discover something new and exciting in my life. The clock was ticking, but neither of us wanted the night to end. We decided to continue exploring the city, and Marco took me to a secret spot that only locals knew about, a garden hidden behind an old church. The place was deserted and shrouded in serene silence. Under the moonlight, the garden looked like a hidden paradise. We sat on a bench, surrounded by flowers and trees, and Marco began to talk about his love for painting. I listened intently, fascinated by his passion and talent. Marco pulled out a sketchbook and began to draw, capturing my essence in quick, confident strokes. I watched in silence, feeling flattered and deeply moved. When Marco finished the sketch, he showed it to me, and I marveled at the beauty of the work. "You are amazing," I said, my eyes shining with admiration. Marco smiled and replied, "You are the inspiration." The moment was perfect, and the connection between us became even more evident. Marco leaned down and kissed me again, this time more intensely. His hands caressed my back with tenderness and affection, creating an unforgettable moment. We let ourselves be carried away by the emotion of the moment, enjoying each other's company. With our bodies filled with emotions, we gently lay down on a bench, still intertwined. Both of our breathing calmed down, and the warmth of our bodies remained as a testimony to the intensity of our encounter. In that complicit silence, we knew that we had touched a deep part of our souls, a place that can only be reached through sincere connection. Marco and I looked at each other with complicity. If you liked the video, give it a like and subscribe, that will help us a lot. If you are looking for someone to spend time with, leave us your photo and a way to contact you. In the description we will leave you our email. And you? What is your story?